I will be evening. It's right at 7 o'clock or getting really close, so we'll go ahead and start introductions for tonight. In front of you is our Symphonic band for the Melissa High School, and it's directed by Mr. Dallas Bayless. And I'm going to actually just pass this over to Mr. Bayless. Thank y'all for attending tonight, and I know there's several things going on, like state track meet, playoff baseball, and every little league sport you could ever imagine. So thank you for making this a special night for our kids and yours, and I hope you enjoyed tonight's presentation.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's spring concert. That's a fast fall. I just want to say before we get started, this group of individuals, I told them today in our rehearsal, it has truly been a pleasure to stand in front of these kids all year and help them grow as musicians and human beings. That's what I love about this activity, is it's not just about music. It's about being better people and practicing life skills that they can take with them. And these kids are awesome, they're amazing, and they're fun to work with. I would like to ask, please, if you have a cellular device or some such that makes noise, if you can make sure that it's set to not make noise, so that the kids aren't distracted and are able to put on their best performance for you tonight, that would be great. We're going to start off our concert with the march that we played for UIL, and it is called All the Bells and Whistles, and it has literally all the bells and whistles in it back in the percussion section, so we hope you enjoy it. And this is going to be conducted by my colleague and friend, Mr. Pickle. student achievements from this particular band. In February, we had all of the students in this band prepare a solo for a contest, and most of them made it to the solo contest. And would like to recognize all the students, and they're marked in your program. We'll just have them stand. All of the students that got a superior division on your solo at UIL Solo Ensemble Contest. Would you please stand? Very proud of them. A lot of hard individual effort on that, and that's the goal, is to build them up as individuals. Now, out of that group, we had a flute trio that performed a grade 1 trio, which is, there's 3 levels of music. There's a 3, there's a 2, and the 1. And with the solo ensemble literature, the 1 is the more advanced, and you must play a 1 to have the ability to advance to state solo ensemble contest. And we had our flute trio who worked really, really hard, and they got a 1 on theirs, and they are going to be going to state solo ensemble contest in a week. So I'd like to recognize our flute trio. Very proud of them. They sound lovely. We'd like to also recognize we had a member of this band qualified for the all-region honor band back in January. So I'd like to recognize Mr. Nathan Serna. And last but not least, this is, I like to have a lot of fun, but sometimes I'm kind of a depressing dude too. But that's life, isn't it? Sometimes you have highs and sometimes you have lows, and you have to come to grips with reality. And this is going to be the final performance of this ensemble as it currently exists ever. And we never get a chance to do this again. So we're approaching this with that seriousness in mind of enjoying this time as a family. And we would like to recognize the people that I personally, in my intentions, are dedicating our performance to, and that is the seniors, who this is going to be what they get a chance to look back on for the rest of their lives, and we hope it's been a positive experience. So I'd like to recognize Mr. Aaron McLean, Mr. Nathan Serna, Mr. Jacob Roy back here in percussion section, and the lovely Miss Sylvia Giangrossi. Very proud of our seniors. We're going to play for you now a piece called West Highland Sojourn by Robert Sheldon. This is a three movement work. There are 3 contrasting movements. They're basically, I don't think they're actually authentic, like Scottish folk songs, but they're intended to be of that nature. So there's a fast movement, and then there's a slow movement, and then there's a fast movement to get in at the end. And it is customary on a multi-movement work to hold your applause until we finish the entire piece of music. All right, so we hope you enjoy it. We actually took the first 2 movements of this to our UIL contests and made straight ones from those judges. These kids did well. This is difficult music. And after UIL, I wanted to, and the kids were on board, so I'm really, really pleased with this. We're adding the 3rd movement, and the percussion section's been working on it for 2 days, and we put it together this afternoon during lunch for the first time. So they're actually doing pretty darn good. So this is West Highland Sojourn. Hope you enjoy it. Yeah, man. That piece is pretty cool because, like, on that last movement, there's actually a point at which there's two different time signatures going on in the band at the same time. I mean, you can't tell because it just sounds good. But that was pretty challenging to put together. Very, very proud of it. So that was what we added since UIL, which seems like it was 5 minutes ago. And we thought we would have a little bit of fun, especially after our, excuse me, I get a little worked up. After our show announcement, I think we're all pretty excited about the upcoming show that this band's going to be doing in the fall. And that idea was based off of hey, let's do a Phantom of the Opera show. And so we're kind of sort of doing a Phantom of the Opera show, and I found this in the old library. So we're going to play the main theme from the Phantom of the Opera for you, which is just fun. And since the drumline meets at a different period, and they already had to work up one extra piece on their own time, and do a percussion concert, which was 2 days ago, which was amazing. Very proud of our percussionist, and Mr. Pickle. We thought we would give them a break on preparing for this. And the Phantom of the Opera, you may not know, was actually originally conceived as a rock opera, not as the more operatic thing that actually ended up happening, which I think they're both pretty cool ideas. So I was like, we've got like the world's greatest drum set player like on staff here. So, Mr. Pickle, would you like to play drum set with us? So we're going to play Phantom of the Opera, accompanied by, again, my wonderful colleague and friend, Mr. Pickle. Indulge us for about 3 to 5 minutes. We'll do a little quick step change here for the wind ensemble. doing the set change. We'd just like to remind all of you audience folks, as soon as the wind ensemble is finished with their portion, we are going to have a slideshow and a change of leadership, recognizing our leaders from this year and our leaders for next year. So please stay tuned for that. Tell you some jokes if you like. I have a good joke about Social Security, but you won't get it.
Good evening. Thank you for sticking through this concert with us. Let's give another round of applause for Mr. Bayless, Mr. Pickle, and Mr. Symphonic Band. It's amazing when you look at anyone who's a part of this organization over the previous years to see the amount of growth that has taken place, not only in the level of musicianship, but the amount of growth that our students have made in the journey of being a young adult. And really, we talked about blessed a year ago. Mr. Pickle, his big thing was blessed on Tuesday night, and without a doubt, we are all blessed to be a part of Team Melissa and be a part of this big family here. I had no idea the first day that I met Miss Fender and Connor Pickle and then the rest of the leadership team that was in this group a year ago. I had no idea what this journey was going to do for me and my family. And I really just, I'm thankful. I'm thankful. God has been good, and this family we're all a part of. It's crazy, but I love it. This group right here is comprised of 9 through 12, and it's crazy when you look at this. As far as the wins, there was only one senior, and she's now competing at the state track meet in Austin. So we want to be thanking Priscilla Adajokin tomorrow. Percussionists that are back here hiding here, seniors as well, Mr. Zach Weaver and Mr. Samuel Kane. Tonight is dedicated to you guys, and thank you for enduring this journey for most of you 7 years. And we just hope we're able to leave this memory that Mr. Bayless just spoke about, leave that memory for all of you. We are going to start off our concert with one of our UIL pieces, and it is entitled The Klaxon. just as we had that just crazy amounts of success this past fall, this group had a incredible amount of growth that took place this spring. And our big goal that we talked about was not just worried about that rating of UIL, but it was worried about performing at your level of full potential. And we talk about full potential every day in this class, and we talk about what can we do to push forward and to create levels of musicianship that are desired by all. And this group went on to pre-UIL as well as UIL and received not only one contest of straight first divisions, but a second contest of UIL, which was straight first divisions. It led to the overall sweepstakes award for the year. So this went on. When you talk about the level of musicianship, you can look at the program and you can see the individual honors that most of these students have received and worked very hard and diligently through, and as well as taking lessons on a weekly basis and absolutely never leaving the band. I swear that these kids are in the band hall more than the staff is, because this is just their home. So it's really cool. This next piece is entitled One for Legend. And as far as individual musicians, you're going to hear Jack Greer, Huey Poole, Jasper Murphy, Tyler Wilson, Vera Banaski, and Bryce Baker. Incredible amount of soloists in one piece. And just as the piece that Symphonic Band played, this is a multi-movement piece. It's 3 movements. And we ask that you hold your applause to the very end. And without further ado, this is A Long for Legend. So I promised myself tonight that I would not miss this. Last October-ish, we had a gentleman here who actually was the first student in the history of Melissa High School and really Melissa ISD to audition for ATSB All-Region Jazz, as well as advancing onto an area. That's Mr. Jack Greer. Jack, they talk about the small world and how there's ties to everyone. And Jack's grandfather and his uncle are from East Texas and own a music store and have been mentors to me as well as my family and been just invaluable amount of people who for many directors across the state. And it just happens to be that Jack's grandfather that I've known for years and his uncle for years. And his grandfather was able to come out and actually clinic the band and work with us on multiple occasions. So it's just really neat how all the ties are there. In addition to the success that Jack had with that, we had a student who auditioned and advanced on to area, along with many other students advanced on to area. But we had one that was actually selected for the ATSB All-State Band, and that's Mr. Jasper Murphy. Christmas break, we came back in and we had 30 days to get ready for a competition for solo and ensemble. And the amount of success that this man had is just absolutely outrageous. And I'm going to actually step out of the way so you can see. If you were selected, if you went on to solo and ensemble and received a first division, please stand up. And if you were a part of those first division musicians who advanced on to Texas State Solo Ensemble for next week's competition. Please remain standing. We talk about individual musicianship. These students, these young adults, worked their tails off for that. And that was all them. It was diligent work on their behalf. And they all competed with the highest level you can compete with the Class 1 solo or ensemble. If you are one of the 9 soloists, which in my opinion is 10 times more difficult than an ensemble, would you remain standing if you're a soloist who advanced on the stage? We will travel in 2 buses worth or 60 kids worth, however you want to look at that. We'll all go to Austin next weekend, and you are all invited to attend. Parents, if you have a student or child who is participating in State Solo Ensemble, you're welcome to actually come in the room and you can watch, you can clap, you can cry, just don't record. We're going to conclude my portion of the concert. Mr. Pickle's going to close up our last piece. I'm going to conclude my portion of the concert with, I have honestly never watched a Star Wars movie from start to finish. I'm almost embarrassed to say that.
Neither have I.
It's just not my cup of tea. However, the music is fantastic. So we're going to continue on with a Rogue One. this group, we talk about Team Melissa, and I talk about Team Melissa every day. I talk about how we all crave success of others. What you see in front of you and what you've seen tonight and what you saw on Tuesday night is nothing short of amazing. But most of it has happened because of everything that's around us. It starts with our elementary and our intermediate schools that value the fine arts, and it continues on through our middle school and high school with incredible amounts of administrative support, community support, our teachers, our faculty, staff, grandmas and grandpas. What you guys have done for us is incalculable, and I just want to say thank you. This team, I'd like to recognize our band staff here tonight. Mr. Duggar, Ms. Becker, Mr. Pickle, Mr. Bayless. If all of you could stand up, let's recognize our incredible band staff. Just a year ago, we began, Ms. Becker and Mr. Pickle and myself, we began assembling this team. And we started off looking for a flute player who had color guard experience. And we ended up with Mr. Duggar, who's a tuba player and nothing but and we held on to our cards just looking for the right person, the right fit. And we landed someone that I would have never thought we could have, and has been just a blessing to me for professional growth. I've been there as a mentor. And so We'll conclude with our slideshow, and again, the changing of leadership and cooks and punch. Thank you so much for joining us tonight and supporting your kids. Thank you.